Oh, Taylor Swift. Am I here?
What's happening, boys? What do you know, you fanook? Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news, breaking news.
Oh, there's Tiff. She is fake. She's a bot.
We're doing it. 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 We're doing it.
We're doing it.
I'm an adult.
That's pretty cool.
Aaron does not make me come.
Mike Morse.
God, I love penis ring.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking come through the screen.
I'm coming, Jesus.
Boy, looks like I gotta move on to some new dick, huh?
Take it fucking easy, potato. Gabagoo, gabagoo, gabagoo.
Buenos dias, Juan El Todamenda Amanda. I don't know. I'm the GOAT!
Hey, where are the white women at?
Wow, producer Joe, you know good guy. You know good guy.
No producer, Joe?
We're live from my parking lot.
Here we are, everybody. How are you?
Take it fucking easy, potato.
I never had a desire to go into the middle. Let's watch the dues pay you.
Point Dabble Point.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Point Dabble Point, a round table discussion of our favorite human being on planet Earth and kind soul to one and all.
Me?
No, Stuttering John Melendez.
You're a
What's
potato.
wrong with you? Yeah,
Point.
nobody talks about you.
He's a
They talk
pretty
about
potato.
that big fat band you're a part of. People talking about that.
Yeah.
We've all seen that video.
Yeah, the band's
Led
called
Zeppelin.
they're called the Polinos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all. We got an all-star panel today to discuss the week of Stuttering John. A lot of ups, a lot more downs, friendships broken, friendships reconnected, then broken again, all in a matter of 24 hours. We're joined, of course, by the potato, Cardiff Electric, the one, the only.
Look how pretty he is.
Audio's good now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Audio's good now. Yeah, he kept popping in and putting us in some time warp of some audio. It's driving me nuts. And then, of course, we have the baby goat, as he's been known around these parts. The one and only Joey C., who really helped us see a look of fear on John's face when you went off on him the other night. Phenomenal, Joey. Great.
What do you know, you funuck?
Yeah, and of course, the Reverend Bob Levy. Hello.
I
Good
swear
to
to
see
God,
you.
I'm gonna fucking come through the screen.
That's Bob with no teeth talking.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know him, you love him. Lady Kmart, Carla's here. Carl, good to see you.
like a moron. You know what? I miss penis.
What about Carl's Frosted Tips? You're not going to introduce them?
Ah, one of my favorites, Carl Frosted Tips. Yeah,
I thought there was snow on your head. Is it snowing there too?
It is snowing here, motherfucker.
Don't get him going. These guys behind the scenes. I mean, football. It just Carl.
Take it easy.
It's his time of the month right now. Do not get close. Do not say the wrong things. Okay?
Take it easy, Chiefs. I mean,
Oh, we got a big game this weekend.
70 degrees in Florida, Carl.
Joey getting involved.
See you in March down there, Joey.
Better believe it.
Well,
is that a threat? Is that a threat? Is Carl threatening Joey C?
Before we get to, well, actually, let's just get to it. Joey C, of course, went off this week on John. There was a little thing in the works. Bob, stop distracting everybody, okay? We're doing a show. Focus.
It's the potato.
Okay, stop being 9. Grow up.
It's a serious show, Bob.
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's not hard enough. I got a potato. I got Joey C. Now I need you playing with the potato. It's enough. I got Carl with that hair. Relax. Everybody relax. So the falling out between Joey C. Listen, I know we were working on something that I don't want to divulge just yet because, as we all know, John is dumb enough to fall for the same things multiple times. So let's just leave it at that. As this was unfolding, the more comfortable John got in his comments about Joey's wife, I could tell, I could see this was not going to last. Joey was going to need an outlet, and I'm glad you got that outlet, Joey. I'm glad you got to tell him. But again, I thought it was amazing that he kept kind of shocked with Joey going, Joey, that's a compliment that I want to fuck your wife. Like, that was crazy to me. Potato, your thought? Oh, go ahead, Bob.
No, I just want to say,
I do have some thoughts.
Yeah.
I live in New York, right? I grew up in New York, and not only is that not a good thing to say, it's even worse than anywhere else in the country if you say that. And that's a fact.
Right. Yeah. What did you want to say, Potato?
Well, I want to go on the record that I do not want to fuck Joey C's wife.
Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
I will put me on that list as well. Bob, you want to sign up on that?
Yeah, they're good people. I hope they enjoy themselves. And like,
Joey, I wouldn't fuck your wife with Cardiff's dick. All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't have to worry about me.
Now that's a friend.
Wait.
Now that's
a friend, boy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Thank
Cardiff has a dick? Since when?
Wow. Now you're really going to play with
I got one from the same place. Never mind.
You see, look at him giggling. Sorry.
Shout out to... Yeah, go ahead.
I think Army Major said it best, though. If someone said that to me, I'd give him a throat punch.
Well, now that's a great thing to bring up because he tried to convince the Army Major. I think he just assumed the Army Major was a dude and would just go along with this with him. And yeah, I guess. And man, the Army, he tried like 4 different times, and the Army Major was just like, no, I don't get it. I love that. What, Carl?
I will say, though, that the throat punch is not as bad as the curb stomp. So it's not the worst thing you could do to the Army Major, apparently.
Well, if you're a Republican saying you want to bang his wife, then,
correct. Yes,
then
good
you're in
point.
trouble.
If you voted for Trump and you want to bang his wife, then it's over.
Yeah. I knew as soon as it was brought up that the Army Major was in no way going to go with him on that. And
I want to bang your wife in front of a closed coal mine in where he lives. That would be the worst thing ever.
Well, one of the texts he sent me was, how much to fuck your wife in the ass, and can Dan get a blowjob while I'm fucking her in the ass and you watch?
$79.99.
Yeah, no, that's but
That
what
would last the mouth.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
I need 10 friends like him a day. That's what I need. 10 friends like that.
Where do you think the ramp up in misogyny has come from? Like the last week, especially, has been like
no, you're right.
Growth.
You're right.
In his comments.
One of my topics here is shaming, slut shaming, and sex shaming from John this week.
Well, and I might have set him off with having Andrea Brower on my show a week from this past Monday, because that's when he really started going off on these women and really going off on Andrea in very cruel ways. And then that obviously led to the Kate Meany talk from this week.
Yeah, and he had a very homophobic tweet this week too, mentioning, he was talking about producer Joe, and he had some line in there about his AIDS-filled ass. And I was like, wow, how does he know Joe, first of all?
Yeah.
And 2,
also, AIDS circulates through the body. It might come in through the ass, but it circulates through the body. It doesn't just hang out in the ass.
Yeah, I got their album Into the Ass Door by Fed Zeppelin, fucking Cardiff's band.
Yeah, but my thing is like that's a specific type of person saying that specific type of phrasing. He only means one thing about an AIDS-filled ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ralph Sorella. We got it. We know what he's saying.
Exactly. Justin Jones, $100. Great panel today. Love you, boys. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Reels gifting 20. Come on. Carl's too cool.
You're fat and you talk like a moron.
Hey, if you want the Bills to win.
I was sucking a guy off on the airplane. Come on my face.
If you want the Bills to win, you got to do it with us. Otherwise, I'll jinx you. I'll curse you.
Give my prediction in the game later on for call.
There you go. Don,
you're not going to use your...
I swallow cum.
Thank me. There's $4.
You're going to use your Shuli powers to jinx the Bills? All right, fine. I'll do whatever you say.
Thank you.
Okay, I didn't say that. I said my pick will come later. And you know how bad I am in the playoffs, so.
Exactly. We all
Are you saying the Jews control the NFL, Carl?
We've tunneled in to the
Just
NFL.
a coin toss. Just a coin toss. That's when we get excited.
Shuli World Order, SWO.
Thank you. FKB, FSL, FRS, PWO.
Based on Portland.
Thank you, pal. Good seeing you.
Oh, never mind. I'm sick of all these world orders.
Yeah, I didn't even ask for mine. I just keep it. I'm not gonna, it comes over here. We're never gonna hear the end of it.
Can you make me one?
Oh God! Old world order.
Justin Jones, 10.
Justin Jones, let's go. You want the Bills to win, Carl? You better grab a dick.
I swallow
Let's go.
cum.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Cardiff. You ever see a potato act like he's better than you? I just did. You better open that mouth next time. God damn it. There you go. TGIF, gents. Carl being a Bengals fan and knocking you guys out of the playoffs the last few years, I'm pulling for the Bills to get rid of Team Swift. Bob, Packers, you say. Okay, I'll bet Niners. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to say one thing. San Francisco is going to win easily, so let's get that out of the way. So that's a fact.
All right. So bet the Packers with the points. In other words, got it.
Well, the playoffs I'm not that good, but this is pretty much a lock. That's the only game.
Dang Lizard, $5. The thing that confused me was the hate in the eyes of Joey.C's wife when she talked to John. Couldn't believe that they were going along with Stuttering John. Well, Joey was telling me, he's like, she's doing it, and he goes, and I'm shocked because she hates this fucking guy. Yeah. Your wife has never liked him and has wanted to fight him for a while now, right?
She thinks he's a despicable pig, and after seeing how much he treated his wife, I didn't really know. I mean, I've heard everybody talk about it, but after really seeing how Howard Stern pounded him, how bad he was to Susanna, he is just no respect for women whatsoever. I don't think ever in his life.
I mean, I wouldn't argue against that, based off of what you're saying. The stories that he used to glow and tell on the air, laughing about making her work while he just kicked back and relaxed.
I worked hard all week, Howard, and it's my day off, and she loves me. Man, she gave me a back massage later on in the day.
Long Bob.
Didn't he always want a boy? Wasn't it like a big thing about that at the beginning? Like they went to a voodoo place to make sure it was a boy or something.
Bob, men don't make boys, Bob. Only real men make boys.
Not only did he want a boy before the kid was born, he tells that story so many times after the kid was born.
That's not good.
And I believe the joke he used was, if I knew my first child was going to end up being a boy, I would have stopped there.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a quote. It's a direct quote from the man himself.
Check out Potato Soup. I played it many times.
DJ Q, thank you, pal. Appreciate it.
Ice Wallow come.
He wants the Bills. He wants the Bills.
They're gonna win now. They're gonna win. I mean, got to put in a little bit more effort. Act like you've been there before, but Jesus Christ.
See, the problem with Karl usually is he's bound and gagged.
Right.
With men, so he doesn't really know what to do.
I don't usually have my arms free. It's weird.
Tuki's new Kate Meany song, Anal Queen, is brilliant. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, you got me. My interest is piqued. I'm in.
It's fantastic.
The potato has some same complexion as Cosby. He's into Cosby. Okay. I just watched Kate Meany's BYB appearance. She and John might have more in common than I thought. Plastic face loves the sauce. First of all, bringing up BYB, before we get to BYB, Stevie Lou is now in the friend zone with Stuttering John.
It's dangerous zone.
Yes.
Friend zone.
The friend zone.
So they're not fucking? Is that what you're telling us, Julia?
Not yet. Not yet. If Stevie plays his cards right.
Right.
But I'm hearing a lot of people going, Stevie's trolling him. Obviously, he's trolling him. What do you guys think of this? If he is trolling him, like, where do you see this going?
All right, I have a thought on this. Because we saw this happen to Muttering Jay, too, where it was troll, and then there's no end game, and then it turns into, oh, shit. Now I'm on his side, and how do I get out of this now? I think it's possible Stevie Lou has found himself in the same trap where he was trying to get to a destination, didn't get there, didn't know where he was going, so now he's like, all right, let me get this back going again so we can get to some destination, although you got to have a better strategy than this, I think.
What do you think, Bob? You have an idea? You got a theory?
I either think he's trolling him and he's a bad actor, or he's just not funny at all. So I'm hoping he's trolling him.
Could it be all three? Could it be all three?
I hope
those
not.
Things?
Truthfully, I hope not. As a comedian,
right? Joey, what do you think? Is he trolling him, or is he a friend?
I think at first he really was. I think his whole goal was to get John on BYB because he's part of the originals and he believes in that show really strong, and I think he's trying to take it into a new direction. But I think he didn't realize how much needy he was going to be with John and what John demands. So I think now he's, maybe he's thinking twice and saying, what did I get myself into here, But he'll see. He's going to see. He's already got one strike because John forgave him yesterday, but it's always going to be back at John's head. You left me on the show. You left me, that's in John's mind, Stevie's got one strike, So but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, John said he was mad at Stevie because of the conversation with Kevin Brennan later in the show. Because John went back and watched it. This is how obsessed John is with what's going on. He went back and watched what happened after he left the show to see if anyone betrayed him, and decided that Stevie Lee did betray him.
Yeah,
and that's why he
the
blocked
phone
him.
call.
Yeah. Speaking of phone call, and I'll circle back because I know Card. Well, Card, if you want to say what you think on this, do you think Stevie's trolling, or do you think he's now a friend?
Well, I think you and Bob, you're all big shot comedians now. You forgot what it was like to be a young, up and coming comedian, and you get a big name that wants to take you under their wing, like Stuttering John. You might lose your mind.
No, you're right. You're right. You see the glitz, the glamour, the light bulb, the flashes going off.
So it's not bad in John's shade.
Right.
Well, I was just had lunch with Vinny Paulino, and he was telling me that he just started working with John just to fuck with me. He thought that'd be fun. And then it turns out that it's not that fun and easy. I'm sure you know about this, Cardiff.
Oh, yes.
You think you can just kind of take this thing on, have it be a little project, and it turns into your life. You're like, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, listen.
Who pays when you go to lunch with Vinny Paulino? I hope it's not you.
It was actually quarantined, thank God.
Oh, my God.
No.
I don't have deep pockets like that.
Jim's doing better than I thought.
I was gonna say, did he ask to add a third show to the lineup this weekend? Make up for lunch? So regarding calls, I want to say, did you guys pick up on this when he was doing an episode this week and he started texting KC during the show? I don't know if you guys saw this, but the interesting thing about this is while he was texting Casey, he was not texting Casey as himself. He was texting Casey from a computer number that was going. He was on his phone, but it was going through his computer, and he kept texting him in the third person. John has X amount of viewers right now watching you. And I was like, oh, I remember months ago, Andrea came to me with these texts. She goes, it's not John's number, but this is exactly the kind of stuff John says. And I remember thinking, yeah, it could be him, but does he really know? Technically, does he know enough to use like a Google number to make these calls and to do this shit? And he, again, stepped on his own rake that he laid out and basically proved that all these texts that people are getting from his world that used to be an ally and are no longer, they're coming from him. It's him doing it, without a doubt. Casey was texting me about it. He said, I had no idea who it was. And he's doing it on the air. He goes, hold on, Casey's writing me back. And he's literally replying to it. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, he's such an idiot. And it comes back to when he was saying he's never had a sock account. Guys, you got to remember, this has only been about 5 or 6 years, but so much has happened with Stuttering John. There's so much that I've forgotten. One of John's early wins in all of this was the Pelican brief. Yes. And he really keyed in on the fact that Howard was telling the staffers, you guys got to create Twitter accounts. We got to tweet at celebrities. We got to tell them to come on the Howard Stern show or that they were great on the show and reinforce that. John was making fun of Howard for that nonstop for months. Meanwhile, John employs the exact same tactics. He was Yankee fan. He was Maple Leaf fan. He was Twitty at police. The list goes on and on and on. And when you look at these Twitter accounts, he's so bad at it. All these Twitter accounts would do, even though they're Yankee fans and Maple Leaf fans, all they would do is talk about Stuttering John, talk about John's show, and tweet at celebrities or get involved in big threads saying you got to do Stuttering John's show. So he's always been really bad at hiding the nefarious acts that he's up to. He always gives himself away.
And, you may remember there was a time where the world thought I was Stuttering John only because I copied a lot of the tactics that he used with all those other accounts.
Right.
Well, it's because you weren't really funny at the beginning. That's why we thought. No, I'm kidding. True. Stop it. Calm down.
Uh-oh, now he's mad. Now you've upset the potato.
I didn't mean it, honey.
Sorry. No, another sign is his sock accounts would always communicate with him after he tweeted something. Yeah. They were you never heard from these accounts all day, all night. And it's clusters. If you watch certain people like Muttering Jay now has sock accounts where he's communicating with himself, same way John did. It's the only people. Everybody else is trolling. Everybody else is trolling.
You could almost look at the first retweet of any one of his tweets.
Yeah.
First
That's
or
the
second
account.
was always one of his accounts.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, real quick, circling back to the Stevie Lou, let me throw this theory out.
Okay.
This is nuts. What if Stevie Lou is following orders from the hot dog, as he's known on the internet?
But
KB.
needs a bone marrow transplant.
He needs John's blood type. No, he's instructed to befriend John and then have a falling out with John in the hopes of having a roast on MLC of John versus Stevie Lou. What about that theory, gentlemen?
I love that theory. I think Kevin would think to do something like that. What Kevin doesn't know is that John will never roast anyone ever because he knows he's not funny. This goes back a couple of years when Vinny was trying to get John to come on the Creep Off, my other podcast with Vinny, just to roast me. He goes, it'll be great, John. Carl won't be there. You and me will both pick Carl as our creep. We can just roast him. And Vinny was telling me he was talking to John about this. I go, he'll never do it. He knows he's not funny. He doesn't want to be exposed.
Yeah.
So if that is the strategy, KB, you could quit right now. John will never come on and do a roast battle.
Well,
Did
when
you
we
guys hear Ray
proposed,
last night? Did you hear Ray? Sorry,
shut
Carl.
up, Joey. When we proposed, when we
The
proposed,
potato's talking.
when we proposed a roast of Carl for Stuttering John's live show
Yeah.
in March, tickets are still available for March the 9th, subredditsurfinglive.com, by the way. He wouldn't even roast Carl. He wanted a stand-in for Carl.
Right. Yeah.
Like
That's right.
We were going to get Carl's brother to sit there. and
He
take
said a
it.
Carl lookalike is going to come
Yeah.
up. I'm just picturing this poor guy with bad teeth just crying. What did I do to anyone?
That's like, hey, next month we're doing a live show. We're roasting Donald Trump, and it's just going to be some Asian dude standing there. You're going to be like, well, what'd you think? The real guy was going to be here? What, are you crazy?
So
Well,
stupid.
Ray did say last night that he set John up with a gig, and John did not follow through with calling the guy up. And Ray said he knows that for a fact that he called the guy. John never followed through. So that's right there. You know,
Well, let's go back a little bit here to this BYB appearance, if you will. Now, Carl, I don't know if you watched this yet.
I did.
But John comes in, as I like to call him, Chip Rickles made an appearance last night because he tries to insult everybody in the room, and he's so fucking terrible at it. It's insane. What do you have? What did you play? I couldn't hear it.
Anyway, he did this.
Yeah.
He did this with Kermit and Friends years ago too, where he goes on, and there was actually a slow adult on that show that he was calling the R word over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes.
John's so bad at ripping on people, and he loves to say that he could come up with 5 jokes just by looking from your feet to your head. He'll have 5 jokes ready to go to come out with. So when we see him actually try to practice this, it's fascinating that in his mind he's killing it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, and maybe we just don't understand jokes, Carl. Maybe we because maybe when he says he can look at somebody and I go 5 jokes, he goes, oh, eyes, nose,
Yeah.
look at those ears,
Hey,
look at that mouth.
Oh, what, he got a red shirt on?
Right.
He starts with teeth. He's like, okay, let me see.
Yeah, right.
A bag full of teeth jokes here.
Yep. So
you better retire then, Shuli and Bob. You guys better retire because you guys are not comics.
Yeah. Listen, one day we're still working on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was amazingly bad. And I like that the next day he tells Stevie Lou, I didn't know if you would have told me that everybody there hated me, which they didn't. They just he came in just shooting everybody in the head. He goes, if you would have told me everybody there hated me, I would have turned the sweetness on, he says. I would have come in sweeter. And then he said, if I would have known everybody hated me, I'd have come in guns blazing. So in the same, paragraph.
Have we ever seen John win anyone over?
That's a good question. Because it reminds me again of the Artie and Anthony show that we've all documented where John comes on and he's expecting a fight. And literally, Anthony's not there for confrontation. And Artie wasn't there. He was just ready to have a conversation with him. And immediately, John's just fighting everybody. He can't help himself.
He really can't. He's attacking, he was fine with little Lemmy until she said she's not interested in him. And then, my God, it got ugly from John. Immediately calling her a whore and and it's just like, what the fuck, dude?
I was uncomfortable for Lemmy.
Yeah,
Well, you brought this up on, I think, BS or Uncle Rico. I was watching you guys, and this is what Howard has always said. John tries to be Howard. That's what he says about me, as I try to be Howard. I've never done anything like Howard does, but he says that I try to be Howard. John starts asking about anal sex and starts asking these personal sexual questions that Howard was able to pull off, and it was a different time. Howard's better at it. There's a lot of reasons why it worked for him. It doesn't work for John at all. It never has. He's got to get off that. Just comes off as a
100%.
creep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Howard realized that at some point. It's serious that he's like, I can't put young chicks on Sybians anymore. It's fucking creepy. And
So we put Rapping Granny on.
he put Rapping Granny.
He did drop the ball with Hillary Clinton, though. I do want to know if she does anal, and I never got that answer.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
especially in the early days, Howard was a married man.
Yeah.
Kids, like it really came off as he was just like nobody felt threatened. I don't think when he was asking those questions.
Yeah.
With John, it comes off threatening.
Right.
Right.
Right. Also, Howard came from a point of view of like, God, I would disappoint you so much, not like I want to eat your asshole or some shit. Sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to take a pickup line.
Stay off my mountain.
Real quick, turn on accept gifted memberships, guys. The link is in the description. Click it and turn it on because people are gifting. Don's got one.
Gifted
2,
membership
3,
machine.
4, 5, 6, 7. My God, 8. That's all Don. Thank you, Don, very much.
Gifted membership machine.
Flex, Mr. Crumb, Flex again. That's 3 more, gentlemen. Thank
Shuli
you.
Network.
Thank you.
Hey, I got something for Don coming in here.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, Don Beer.
I didn't order anything. Is there beer? Go away. Is it paid for?
I had to listen to that one. Yeah, the Jiggles department said that to me. Thanks, Don.
Thanks, Don. Bob's first day at the gym. That's coming Monday, according to
Monday.
Bob.
The
Exactly.
infidel.
Yeah. Another Joey Ray gifting 5 more. Thank you, Joey.
I was totally wrong.
Carl, do you look in the mirror and go, looking good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's not my hair. That's not my. Ban him.
Can we all agree we want to do Cosby's wife? I think so. Felicia, she's nothing wrong with that. Gifted 1, Don. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Don.
Appreciate it. Good afternoon, fellas. Just wanted to say hello to All right. Thank you.
I don't read these. What? I don't read that before I put them up. Why?
I don't know. I can't even really see them. Think John's daughter is now good. All right. Moving on. Thank you. Hey, Anal, you take it in your Carl.
Yeah, he called the woman anal. What's on your mind, John?
And he called Derek Quadra at one point in the show.
He's not a superhero.
Yeah, he's like a monster Godzilla's fighting. Quadra. Oh, God. 2023 was a dark place for me. TSN helped me through the dark times. I love this play. Love you, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, Don. Joey, did John steal calling Stevie Lou Rocky Dennis from you? If so, so much for they all steal my nicknames. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, Joey actually called him Rocky Dennison.
I did.
Oh yeah, that was.
I did.
For a while, he was using that on Vinnie Paulino. And if you look at Vinnie Paulino and Stevie Lou, there's no similarities whatsoever between those two.
Long Bob, can you describe what a tax lien is? I'm very dumb. Well,
I'd be happy to.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I was just saying that because I didn't think you would, but if you will, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, explain it to him.
So a tax lien is when you owe the IRS or the state, or in some cases, both. Maybe say something like, I don't know, $120,000 between the two. I'm just pulling numbers out of the air. So what happens is they put a lien on you. So any property you own, so if you own a house and you go to sell it, the government's going to get their money on the sale before you get yours. That's why maybe if you bought a house, you might not put it in your name, say.
Well, I don't think you can. I don't think once you have the liens, you're allowed to put in. If you already have it in, then yes, a lien goes through it. But I don't think after to try to put a new house in your name with a tax lien, you ain't allowed to. But if it's already in your name, yes, they'll. When you sell the property, they'll take their money first. That's
Thank you, Joey. See, accountant over
I don't
there.
think this is where the two Joes shine all of a sudden.
Right.
Seem to know a lot about this.
Now, Trailer Trust Joe, is that a situation where you would ask your mother maybe to buy you a house?
Yes, precisely.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Understood.
Right. Like Joey sees Ironside over here. Let me ask you another question, if you don't mind.
Joey isn't crippled, but he looks like he is when he sits.
Really does sit there like he's in a
brought
wheelchair.
the camera closer. Isn't it closer now? I mean,
Yeah, no, you look
You're
great.
getting there.
You look great. So that hopefully that tells you and helps you on what a tax lien is. All right.
Good.
Do tax liens have anything to do with Cosby? No, Mike V. Get out of here with that. Is Bobo or Joe smarter? Who's smarter, Bobo or Stuttering John? I would say Bobo.
Which are we talking Daniel Bobo Curlin, or are we talking Bobo Howard Stern Bobo?
I'm going Stern Bobo. That's the one I know.
I'm going Curlin's smarter.
Curlin's smarter than all three of them. Yeah.
You're thinking any Bobo is smarter than Stuttering John. Is that the conclusion we've come to? Yes. All right. You got a Bobo out there. Send him our way. We'll check. Joey C is so smart and tough, just like the cause. Thank you, Mike V. F you.
Yeah, maybe a good time, Mike V. Maybe you want to start warning ladies in Atlantic City around the Super Bowl to watch their drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because John's going to steal them. He's not going to put anything in it. He's just going to drink them.
I want to eat your asshole. Wow. All right. Carl, did you down that plane in Rotfester?
People are saying that I switched the runway. Not on that particular date. You cannot find any surveillance footage of me doing that. No.
Like beer through the Coors can, so are the days of our lives. Cape Coral.
What was the name of that super chatter?
Cape Coral Chamber of Commerce. Shuli needs to keep OJ's name out of his mouth. No problem. People that live in glass houses probably don't have a good realtor. That is a good point, Brett. Thank you. Don gifting another one. Thank you, Don. Vince the lawyer thinks it's a compliment when Stuttering John insults his wife. Well, you bring up Vince the lawyer. Sad day in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
The friendship of Vince and John has ended. Vince is in.
Who saw that coming?
Can I call it? Can I call it? I'm just going to call it because I'm always right at this. Vince will be on tonight. I'm going crazy on this, but I'm going to call it.
Listen, Vince is in multiple text threads trying to get every ounce, every drop out of this as possible. He wants anyone and everyone to care. I don't think anyone really does, but I love how it happened. I love how it happened that he was sitting there trying to get John $1,000 for me to come on his show so he can throw me off whenever he wants, and now I'm out $1,000, right? So he decides to go on speakerphone, and when I realized John could hear me, and this was my shot, first thing I could think of is the conversations we had backstage in the green room. Vince drinking, enjoying himself, having a blast with everybody, and I thought John should know that. And apparently, I know John said he didn't care, but apparently that one stuck. And,
is that the official reason you think? Because
100%. Because I said, man, John, if you could hear what Vince was saying about you in the green room, not only to us, but to strangers, really anybody who walked up. And that's when he started yelling, and he was getting more and more upset. And he started taking Vince out of the stream because I was on speakerphone. He couldn't even have me on the same show with him on a phone. We're past video now.
So what did Vince call John in the green room?
Well, it was to us and the first 10 people that came in.
Okay. I'll text you afterwards.
No, what was the phrase? I know it was the R word, but what was the phrase?
It might have been either an O or an M.
God damn it! It was something mildly, right? Mentally. No, he. But it was a level. He put a level on it before the R word. So that's what I'm trying to think of the level it was.
High pitch Eric's here.
Right.
Where's John? Which way are we going?
I mean, what do you mean? Where's John? High pitch made $500,000 on Cameo last year.
Good point.
What do you mean? Where's John?
And he spent that on fast food.
Whatever. He made it. At least he made it to spend it.
True.
Yeah. So and really, it's like Vince has said worse things about everyone on the screen.
Sure.
It's not that big of a deal, but to him, it was a killer. It was
betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
turned
why
on
he sees it. If he sees it like that, it's ridiculous.
Yep, sounds like he turned on me.
But it was just great to see it all unravel and to see the look on Vince's face. People were sending us screenshots of Vince's face during the show. It was fantastic. I had a blast. Vince said it perfectly. It was always a sad day in the Dabbleverse when John cuts me out of his life forever. Yeah. He used that one in the text thread too. So if you have a tax lien and you're a millionaire, does that mean you have to use the handicap hitman Dan's car? Does anything happen to your driver's license with a tax lien? No, right? I mean,
child support. Yeah. Child support it will.
Oh, interesting.
You don't pay your child support, they will take your license.
Oh,
take your license.
Yeah.
It makes it harder for the Uber driver to scan it too.
But it's even harder. It doesn't make sense when you look at it because don't they want you to make money? How do you go to your job then?
They don't care.
Yeah.
they don't care.
They don't care. Get the money or
Breaking
go to
news.
jail.
They don't give a shit, Bob. Korean Idol Shuli Jew. Look at this. Stud Joe is dishonorable man. You entertain me good. Thank you, Shuli Jew.
I think that's actually Joe Coy coming off his triumphant appearance at the Golden Globes.
Karl, why won't John fight me? Don's trying very hard.
He wants it so bad. I know.
Are you familiar with this, Karl? Violence against women and Vince. Violence against frosted tips and vinyl jackets. New groups are forming.
Frosted Tips World Order. FTW.
You gotta be kidding me.
We're taking over, baby.
What do you got? A sweatshop back there? People cutting these up, making
one
them?
frosted tip at a time.
I'm pulling for the Bills. Bills, Cosby's. Damn.
Well, that's a funny thing. I'm gonna give you. No, I'm gonna save my pick for later.
Save it. How long till John gets his shit rocked by one of you Titans? Like a physical thing?
Yeah, here's the thing. All these talk is if anybody ever laid a hand on them, they would call the cops and sue. You know, that's a fact. These are not fucking, men, truthfully. They want everyone to be as miserable as they are. It's not going to happen.
No, they are looking for a court case. They're looking for a lawsuit, not a fight. Trust me.
He texted me that same day. He was texting me, "You come to fucking AC and put one fucking hand on me, try to swing on me. I'll beat the fucking piss out of you. Call the cops and sue you." That's what he said.
Of course. Yeah, except for the whole beat your ass. He definitely will call the cops. That's for sure. But he won't.
Anybody
fight.
stupid enough to hit him in public and make anybody be a witness is stupid anyhow, because he will call the police to have you arrested. No doubt. No doubt in my mind.
Well, that's what I love about it. Some people are like, AC's going to be wild. AC's not going to be wild. Nobody's going to do a fucking
Never
thing
happened in
AC.
the casino. Never will happen.
Somebody says if he hits first, Bob. Okay, that's never going to happen because they'll get mauled.
He'll go to jail.
It's just a fact. No, nobody's going to jail if they fucking swing at me.
The last time MLC organized an AC event, there was a dozen people staring at each other in a lobby. All right, I know what I know what went down. It's gonna be the same thing this time. It'll be a bunch of people sitting and watching the Super Bowl together. That's all it's gonna be.
That's it. Yeah. It's a hang. That's all it is. Love each and every one of you in your own ways. Thank you, Mikey Newport. Appreciate it.
Now, if you want to see a show, AC, come to Largo, Florida, March 22nd for WATP teaming up with ROTC for a live show, the Central Park Performing Arts Center. WATPlive.com for tickets.
Special appearance by Joey C, I hear.
Joey C is on the list.
Look at
And there's some
you.
great airline packages that do a 2-week stopover in Rochester. So you fly in March the 9th.
Yes.
Go to subreddit
That's right.
surfing, carlsoncounty.com, hang around for 2 weeks, and then grab your flight directly to Largo. From there.
Stay at my house for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's fine. Cardiff will be at both events, of course.
Beautiful.
I might not be going to subreddit surfing. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Bob once tried to snort a sleeping Sue Costello. Is that true?
She's
It
pretty
was
white.
very hard to tell the difference, and it was good stuff back then.
Definitely not the Point Dabble Point All-Star lineup. Switch out Cardiff with and Joey C with Tukey and Missy. All right, listen, you can't please all the people all the
Come
time.
on now.
R.I.P. Kenneth Poe.
Yes. Sorry about that.
We hardly
His
knew
family.
ye, Kenneth. Shuli. Yeah, tell your boy this is how you do Ira, by the way. Shuli. Shout out to the potato and Rob Levy. Call those frosted tips. Get rid of them. They're no darn good. Yonkers World Order. Booyah.
Can't wait till Shuli's 85 in the old folks' home doing his IRA for real.
Oh, my God. Marty.
Imagine we're all in old age homes together at the end. Talking about this.
I opened the door and I yelled at my 9-year-old. I go, get in this house right now. Like that. Just yelling across the street his tan mom. No, Oasis. Cardiff is a handsome feller. Wow. Tamale Hunter. This is a fake super chat. I repeat, this is a fake
Don't put that one up,
Sorry.
Shuey. Then John's gonna know.
Shit. Sorry.
Shit.
It's my first day. Kate Meany is to the Dabbleverse what Taylor Swift is to NFL fans. Go away.
Yes, agreed. And hopefully we can take care of both of them this weekend.
Well, I'll let you know.
He is an incel. Everything he does is exactly what incels do. Women are sluts because they won't be with me, etc. He'll be writing a manifesto if he could write, or on a living note if we're lucky. All right. Everybody's got their thoughts.
Well, John is such a narcissist. He really does think he's winning and he's killing it. So I don't think the latter is going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just, I feel like, look, yesterday he had a beer delivery, his own, a 36-pack. 36. And then when he was defending his BYB appearance, he said, now you saw it. He was drunk, right? Like, we're not making.
He only had 4 beers, small beers, and 1 Mike's Harder lemonade.
Small beers.
He only had the small 12-ounce beers.
I said he's trying to make it sound like he's Andre the Giant. Like it looks like a little toy in his hand, you know? And he was hammered. If you watch it, he was hammered. And he goes, I can drink 20 of these. And I believe that's what he's up to a night.
That's the problem with addicts. You don't want to get too much supply all at once.
Right.
You get a little bit ambitious when that happens. I have a feeling it's going to be a fun Saturday morning.
Yeah.
What, I keep going back to this question. What is he doing? Oh,
God. What the fuck?
What the? Wait a minute. Put that back up. All right. Why does Joey C look like Karate Kid?
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi.
That is so
I look at
wild.
Miyagi, don't I?
That's hilarious.
Bob's never looked better. Okay, go ahead.
what is he doing all day that he can't walk to the store and get his own beer?
You talking about Bob or John?
Either. Throw.
Cardiff, he couldn't get off the chair at his house when he was married. He called his wife from his cell phone. You think he's gonna walk to a store?
No, that's true.
He's doing nothing, but he's in his prime of laziness right now.
Well,
Right?
allegedly, there's rumors going around. Have you heard the rumors?
What do you got?
No. Hit me.
Child support took his feet too.
His shoes are gone. No, what? What's
The rumors going around that I'm just starting now. Notice he's moved his shows now to 7 p.m. Eastern.
Go ahead.
He's working again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
working
have
again.
heard. I've actually legitimately heard rumors
wow.
about that. Yes.
Now, when you say work, are we talking community court ordered or an actual job?
Still investigating.
I've heard substitute teaching, maybe at a different district or school.
Okay, but how about this
Really?
one? Since he did such a good job at this, the Salvation Army, they ended up hiring him.
Oh,
That's an option.
look at
Wrong with
that.
Cardiff.
They go, hey, you're good enough to come full time over here.
So
Send
they
someone
told
over to
me
Salvation Army and see if he's working.
we can use a guy like you here, to take care of stuff.
Every new year, we get a budget to hire 3 new retards.
3 weeks from now, he's gone. Well, the army turned on me. Well, I didn't see that coming. I've never hated someone more I've never met than Stuttering John. It's not his stupidity and douchebaggery that I'm in awe of. It's the depth of the well. Yes.
Danny Bro, thanks for the bucks, Hyatt.
Thank you, Danny Brophy. Dave Daffler told me Oasis is not very good.
Stop it.
You can't
This is all
believe
bullshit.
everything Dave tells you. All
Yeah,
right.
stop it.
Man, oh man, I love Point Point. What's wrong with you people? Bleevy Stew just saw the long-term success of DG. Yeah. I'm following those. Hey, can we all agree? Penis Wrinkle, all-star. I mean, really delivering.
That's the man right there.
Delivering
God, I
the
love
goods. And,
Clap,
yeah.
Cardiff.
Penis, we got to get you on a Point Dabble Point one week, man.
yeah.
Let's go. DM, hit me
What
up.
I love about Penis Wrinkle and people in Dabblers Anonymous.
Clip
Yeah, that's ours. We'll send it to you.
Damn it. Oh, somebody asked Penis Wrinkle why he's Penis Wrinkle 12.
Yeah.
If someone else has 11, someone else has 8.
Yeah,
and
there's
he says
11
there's
there.
actually 12 wrinkles in his penis, which is impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad. But what I love about him is the way that, he's giving money to John, but in the best way possible. Dabblers Anonymous has talked about this. They pleaded with people. If you're going to super chat John, you have to at least humiliate him. That is the name of the
Sheila
game.
Alien, put her up right now.
Where is she?
She just went to the top. If this is true, somebody's right.
Breaking news. I just looked it up. John did renew his substitute license on 1/1. Whoa.
Good for
Interesting. Okay.
Never let your passion go away, John.
That's right.
Yes. You can find out anything you want to find out. That's what you want to do in life. Wow. So, a penis wrinkle. I forgot. Stuttering John's thumbnail for his latest episode has me on it calling him a scammer piece of shit. You think he did it on purpose because he likes an unpolished show? That was a great quote where he goes, this could be a lot better, but I don't like it that way. This is basically what he says. I like it shitty. Which, again, like I said, he's in the prime of laziness in his life right
You got to give John credit for this. He has 10,000 people telling him his show sucks, and then 2 people said it was the best show in the Dabbleverse. Leo Gunn and the other super chatter there, Brock Lee.
Right.
And John's like, I choose to believe these 2 over the 10,000. These are the people who have it all figured out.
It's an amazing commitment to denial of reality.
If I have
right?
three people tell me I suck and 100 people tell me I'm good, I'm listening to those 3.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that they're the ones who have it right.
Yeah, but don't take away from the fans. That's what their belief is. They just are fans, I guess. So
Well,
nothing
no, it's just a matter of time. Those people that he's emailing with will tell him he sucks at some point. There's nobody that becomes friends with him that goes, man, I made the right choice. They got this
Correct.
guy all wrong. Nobody
Robert
says
Myers.
that. Robert
Yeah,
Myers.
Robert Myers. That's the only one.
What's
But I'm still
his
not sure about
story?
him.
Yeah, that's a guy I'd love to have on Point Dabble Point. I got to hear this story. Like what's going on that you don't see any of the signs or red flags in this guy, and you're like they don't understand him like I do, R.I.P. Ken Pogue. The Jack Shack will be doing a special memorial show this weekend. You will be missed. First time, long time. Big fan. Careful, Bob. Cardiff will put the evil eyes on you. Potato World Order. Careful. Oh, look out.
Take it easy, Potato. It's Bob.
This show is
Shut up,
like
Joey.
the show is like a meeting of 5 families. John is a rat fanook. You never speak sexually about an Italian man's wife. Great job, guys. Don Vito. Honored, sir. Thank you for stopping in. Don gifting another membership. Thank you, Don.
Gifted
Pedro.
membership machine.
Pedro, Carl looks bored. Smile, kid. Go Bills. Yeah.
I know. I'm never smiling. That's my problem.
Yeah.
He's having a bad hair day. Give him a fucking break.
How
He
dare
only
you?
smiles when he talks.
How dare
Right. Chad.
He only smiled when he
That's
talked.
true. He's right. Had to take a leak on the golf course today. Can you guess what I decided to do? I think there's a song about it. Get your head out of the bucket and play the song, Joe. Don't play it.
When I
God damn it. Go ahead. Play
urinate. You want it Mike's way? No, what?
What?
When I
doing?
urinate, I don't touch my penis ever. I don't. I use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear to guide. Use my underwear. My underwear. My underwear. It's not so hard. So I never ever touch my genitals when I urinate.
The great DJ Dabbles just putting out hit after hit after
We like
hit.
the retarded peanuts over here.
Ah, it's great. And the whole time I'm dancing, I'm going,
What's talking about me, Carl?
Brennan's losing his mind right now. Going, look at these grown men and a potato dancing and almost 1,700 people watching live. Hit the like button, please, if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the notification button so you know when we're live.
Brennan, for 10,000, you can hire us for 5 minutes to come and show you how it's done.
Hello, look who's negotiating.
John has nice titties.
Thank you. All right.
That's another thing that happened this week. I learned
Go
that
ahead.
Ray DeVito is not in charge of booking the MLC show because Ray's just like, hey, Carl, we're going to get you back on MLC. Kevin wants to talk to you, Carl. It'll be great. I'm like, all right, I'm available Thursday. Let's do this. And no, that's not what's happening at all.
It's like a kid thinks he can get their mom and dad back together, but doesn't understand the complications of this divorce and why.
You know
it
why?
happened.
The fact that he's doing that is because next time you ask him to be on, he doesn't want to get yelled at by Kevin for fucking days.
Correct.
That's the only
Correct.
reason
Yes.
that he's trying to do this.
100%.
It's not for
Bob.
you. It's for him.
I was listening to him sell this to Carl, going, "You're really good on MLC," and I'm like, he doesn't believe a word of this. He's trying to cover his ass so he can continue doing WATP without Daddy yelling at him. You can't have it ever. You can't have it both ways, Ray.
I don't know if Ray's that calculated. You guys could be right. But the reason why I will not be back on MLC is because Kevin, just like Stuttering John, same guy, he will not have someone on there who disagrees with him. Even when he brings Chad back or any of these people, he never has it out with them directly. He brings on someone else who will have it out with them. So he knows, Kevin knows, if I went on MLC, I would call him out for all of his bullshit and gaslighting, and he wants nothing to do with that.
You would light him up.
Brennan.
Correct.
You would light him up in a debate. Cardiff would. I mean, come on. It's not so hard, as John would say. It's easy. Be afraid. Stuttering John has the diligence and follow through to personally call us all every day, just as much as his mother was called during Christmas. I would say he's reached out to more people than people reached out to his mom. What do you think of that?
What I love about Penis Wrinkle.
That was quick.
Play that again. Play that again. I didn't hear it.
What I love about Penis Wrinkle.
I love Penis Wrinkle.
Hey, I got a message for you there, Joe.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
Look at that.
Ouch.
That's great. Love that. Where are we at? Lady Di. I don't use the term supergroup lightly, but this is it. Thank you, Lady Di.
Thanks, Lady Di.
And Joey C.
That's right. Zach Hoffman. Hey, boys, the way he has no boundaries when it comes to wives, girlfriends, etc. Where do you guys think this confidence comes from? Lean on me. Good question. Is it confidence or is it just
stupidity?
Drunken. Let Adam Sandler fuck my wife.
Right. Like, yeah, no. Now Cardiff's onto something. Like, he's always been he's always talking about other dudes' penises. It seems like he's always been talking about everyone he's ever been with, their past relationships. It's always weird to me. I think he's into that. I think he might have a broken door. Maybe it swings both ways. That's all I'm saying. You can go in and out.
Finger in the
pull,
tank,
enter.
saying?
Yeah.
Finger in the tank?
Finger in the
Or,
tank. Yeah.
or as I believe Karl likes to say, projection. No. Maybe John himself is a cuck.
I think he gets it from him never being scolded, always being his mother holding him all the time and always telling him he's right. He's right. I think it stems from childhood to why he's so confident today, because he never got himself in trouble for anything he did. He got rewarded, so that turns him into thinking he's invincible.
Yeah, I guess not being called out for your shit. That definitely has to have a factor in it, and you could tell the mom, even to this day,
right,
is not stepping in and saying, "Hey, maybe this isn't good for you," mentally and physically.
Yeah.
She's sitting there in the chat every day. Get him. Go get him.
She built the monster. She just doesn't realize what she did.
Fuck Shuli.
We call her Dr. Frankenstein over here. Karl, thoughts?
John is a child. He is stuck as a high school junior. So he talks about who's fucking who. He brings it up nonstop. He talks about money. He talks about all the things that adults don't talk about because he doesn't understand the world that we all live in. And that's what's so fascinating about it, is that this guy with stunted growth who's going out and given this platform now. When he was on the Howard Stern show, Howard would shut him down. He would come into the studio, start talking about this or that, and Howard would go, "No, that's not the way it works, John. You're an idiot." And then John would get quiet and go, "Okay, sorry, Dad." And so now that he has this platform, and this is what we learned ever since he started this podcast from very early on episodes, is that John's braggadocious about things he did when he was 7. These are things that children do. Brag about being good at Little League baseball.
It's the stuff that matters to kids. You're 100% right.
Yeah, and when he talks about being all-county trumpet player, that's the most embarrassing thing you could brag about.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Norman Bates.
Norman Bates, yeah.
Yeah, he's running the hotel and his mother's up. He killed his mother. She's up in the bedroom.
Spoiler alert. Jesus Christ, dude.
I was going to see that this weekend.
I was going to fucking...
Let me put on the fucking lights. Joey made it really dark in here. What the fuck was that?
John would look better with frosted tips, according to Don.
We all would. We all would.
We're loving his new Hitler.
Coming back.
His Hitler part that he's doing now these days is pretty nice.
And Hitler used to push his hair back just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to yell about trolls, too. Look at that.
And,
Look at
and
him.
also, the trains ran on time. I'm just saying.
That's right. That's
Just
right.
saying.
I'm punctual. Sunday night, the Kenneth Pogue Memorial. Please, on the Jack Shot, we'll go over his final appearance. All right, he's dead. We get it.
Hey, he's a good man.
I mean, rest in peace. Don, thank you.
Okay, guys.
Hey, F. Joey looks like he's buried. Joey killed John. Yeah, Joey's good. He's emergency point, dabble point. John isn't smart.
4-part series coming your way.
Cardiff finally confirmed Stuttering John did not sell 100 tickets.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's not that far off, though. I'll give John credit. It's not that far off, but I believe that he's combining the VIP meet and greet and adding those to the show itself. So you're selling this 2 tickets to one person many times there.
Whatever the number was, he was making money if he came to Rochester.
Correct. Yes.
And he fucking walked away from it.
Wait a minute.
Bitch.
We just got this in. Breaking news.
What do you got, Froggy?
So it looks like we were able to confirm Sheila Aliens was correct.
Wow.
Oh,
Good piece
nice.
of information. Give her an applause for that.
Wow. Love it. I thought we were going to get the cow tonight. FSJ, who Granny from BYB?
Yeah.
So wait, he starts substitute teaching again and immediately goes on the internet calling women cunts.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? What
Send it to the
the
dean.
fuck? Oh my
amazing.
God. Your kids are ashamed of you. Hey guys, today we're gonna do some algebra. How you doing? Prepping some beer can chicken for this evening. Chef Rachel Slurs.
Puddle chicken.
That was from last night's episode. He wasn't drunk. He just called it Rachel Slurs.
Tonight's lesson, kids, when you go home, to find out about a shitware, Carla, a man that has a whore for a wife, and a potato. That's your assignment.
Very good. I hung in there, and it paid off. Good job, Joey. I really want to hate Stuttering John for being an a-hole, but over time, I now think he is simply misunderstood. He's a fucking a-hole. Thank you, Whitney. Scared me there for a minute. Let's go. Gifting 5, Dan Tanner. Thank you, Dan. Oh, my favorite place to eat in L.A. Don gifting 1. Thank you, Don.
I tried to run over a gas station attendant.
Stuttering John is a creepy Tio that tells his niece that she growing. All right.
She growing.
She growing.
She getting
Or
older.
she grown. Did you mean that?
Oh.
Mr. Dennison here. Joey, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. All right.
Okay,
Might be the greatest lineup of all shows. James R.
And Joey.
Richard Jetta is sodomy, penis wrinkle, and whatnot.
Wow! Now that would be some reveal.
I'd
Holy
retire.
shit.
I'd walk away.
I was just thinking, where do you go from there once you find
walk
that
away.
out?
You walk away. You look in the camera and you go, "They're all gone, folks. They're all
Imagine
gone."
he's the real puppet master. That would be incredible.
Imagine M. Night Shyamalan has been behind this the entire time. It's unbelievable.
Just sitting there blinking, staring at all of us. We're just in shock. Good afternoon, everyone. Love you all. Love all you guys and your content daily. Catalano Army. Bob, how is the shiny leather jacket in the snow? FKB, FSJ, FRS.
This jacket don't go in the snow. The other one.
not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Can I get a, oh, hey, Don?
Oh, hey, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Don.
Discount Don's not here.
Oh, yeah.
You can hit the clip.
Yeah. Just give him a, oh, hey.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
guys.
close
There you
enough.
go. Hey, fellas. Has anyone ever gone knuckle deep in your brown? All right. Thank you. Brendan.
Whoa, God.
Dabble Hack. Thank you for getting behind the paywall.
Behind my paywall.
Joey the convict is correct regarding tax liens. That's a tunnel accountant right there. One of my people. Barbara can't make beer can chicken like I can.
Okay, I'm going to have to make it.
That would be a competition I'd watch.
I'm going to make it.
Carl, you know, we haven't talked about was when Vince sent that delivery guy who was told in the description to ask if he was Stuttering John from the Howard Stern show. And
Yep.
John came back as if he just won the lottery. And the first words out of his mouth, he goes, "Did you hear that shit, Waya?" That was the first thing he said.
And John's so stupid because in that note, Vince DeLore is just like, I asked him if he's Stuttering John. My uncle gets very excited when he thinks people recognize him.
It's amazing.
And talk loud. I like how he said talk loud. Because Vince knows he wants to get it picked up by the computer. He has bad hearing. Talk loud.
That's great.
Thank you for the gifted TSN Rock. Carl Frosted Tips look fine. Potato World Order. Joey Good Egg. Love. Thank you, Frog and Don. Keep that dabble on point. Thank you, Andrea. Not the real one, the fake one. I don't know. Carl, go Bills. Ween 8-3 in Missoula, Montana. I'll be the guy in the O.J. Simpson jersey. Love you all.
All
Dabble
right, let's
hack.
definitely meet up then.
Let's do it. Oh, hey, Carl. John still won't fight me, and Oasis still sucks. He's just checking in, letting you know. Saw on Twitter that Mrs. C doesn't pay her taxes. Sad. Well, you know, what are you going to do?
If it's on Twitter, then yeah.
That's got to be real.
It's okay.
This is an act of violence. Percy Sweetwater. Thank you, Percy. John the actor. You can't force someone to do something they don't want to do. It's inhumane. Mike V, if you owe the government, can you write off Cosby Super Chat? Fred Norris doing Stuttering John impressions are the best. Play more Fred Norris. I agree. You're not going to get better than Freddie Norris.
No.
Nobody will touch my boyfriend John in AC except me.
Guys, so
if you
just
lose in
saw-
line there, Vince, you better be careful.
Yeah.
I've never hung out with Vince in person. Who is taller between Vince and Stuttering John?
Stuttering John. Vince is like 5'1".
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
Vince is tiny. He's a tiny little.
very
But
short.
not with heels on.
No, but without his pumps or lifts, he's 5'2", 5'3".
So he's an actual troll. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. So
Well, he
that's
doesn't live
impressive.
under a bridge. Okay, let's get that out of the way. He doesn't. All right.
What
Look
am I?
behind me.
Look under me.
One of my favorite moments is towards the end of the night. It was after the show. We were still in the showroom area, and there's a bathroom that was just for the comics and people that were hanging out with us. And Vince was waiting to go use the bathroom, and I'm talking to him for a couple minutes, and the door opens, and it's this big dude who works there, and he just looks down at Vince because he's so tired. He goes, "I'd wait a while if I were you," and just kept walking. And Vince goes, "Come on." He was so sad. He walked right in, too. He couldn't wait to get in there.
I'm sitting down, and he's only a couple inches shorter than me, taller than me right there.
Look, there's a picture. Joey's got an actual. Look, wait, move that, Frog. That's actual photo right there.
Look behind me.
Little people, big lawyers. The new
Yeah.
show coming out. I can't.
Dave
wait.
Daffler informed me the potato has a soft out. The potato actually does have a hard out.
Yes, I got a few more minutes.
Oh, Joey, how much for Christina? Toss my salad.
Great
You
question.
don't eat salad, you fat fuck. Nice try.
Also, John doesn't have $2 to super chat. That is not the real Stuttering John.
I
Wait,
didn't know she was
hold
a
on.
chef.
Somebody told me, a source told me that his burner account is also Stuttering
true.
John.
It is.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a different
So-
number at the end, but it's also Stuttering John Burner.
Yeah. Delco Chris, you've heard of No Homo. John should try No Drunko. He should. And I like that Muttering Jay put out pictures of screenshots of the text between Joey and John, but he left out all of John's texts to Joey.
I posted the other half.
Yeah. If you want to see what John said to Joey to get Joey to respond, you should check out Joey's Twitter page. They're pretty fascinating. Joey, he's just trying to bait you into hitting him. He wants some of that settlement money. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm a lot smarter than that. Believe me.
All right, let's not get crazy.
Nobody believes you.
I know.
I had a dream Stuttering John was in a barrel rolled off a boat. Wow. No wonder the monkey's happy in that picture. Look how happy he is. Blaine, did you hear about John thinking you guys, TSN, were trying to hitch and steal money from PCL during Pottstown back east week from them? Yes, he's 100% right. His sources
Yes,
are right on.
Check out PCL live on YouTube. Thank you.
What, is there a service going on at your house? Like, what are you whispering for?
Oh, I thought
You're
check out
high, huh?
PCL live on YouTube.
And the
and
cookie
Twitch.
kicked in, huh?
I've been eating cookies the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
Little pieces,
he's
I'm
he's
waiting for
whispering.
Vince to grow in that picture.
There is more life in Tukey's eyes than Vince's. It's unnerving. Can't decide who's the sexiest, the tater, the vampire, or the mole. Hello.
Wait a minute. Who's the mole?
The
Jew.
Let me try that again. If you're a millionaire and have tax liens, does that mean you have to use handicap Hitman Dan's car? Boom. Yes. Both
Hitman Dan's
have to
dad's car.
Dad,
Yeah, remember they used the
mom,
car?
anyone. Love you guys. Stomp your feet 2 times if you're alive. That was one of his Rickle roast lines from BYB last
What
night.
was he thinking with that?
I mean, unbelievable.
Don dribbles.
No Vince the lawyer, no Joey C, no Kate, and Stuttering John is a pig from hell. That is all. Love Carl's tips and Bob's members only jacket.
Thank you.
She likes what she likes, and what she doesn't like, she will let you know all about it.
For sure.
John Kaludi gifting one. Thank you, John.
Don't want to be
Appreciate it.
ballers that they're not.
Stuttering John and Kate are arms and boobs twins. Stuttering John and Kate are arms and boobs twins.
Arms.
Arms. They
Like,
got
yeah.
the joke is she's got fat arms, and they're saying they're fat arms and boobs twins. They're insulting both, is what they're saying. Getting out of the tub is hard work. Okay.
Sometimes.
Stuttering John called him quadriplegic, not quadra. Listen, what his name's Derek, either fucking way, or Quadfather.
Would you stop it? He's doing a benefit for him.
That was one of my favorite. John goes, if I could ever do in the future, if I'm able to do a benefit for you, I will. And then a few minutes later going, yelling at him, going, I offered to do a benefit, as if he's already done it and raised money for him.
But I'll take my percentage off the top before I give you anything.
No, the clip was the best when I pulled it for Potato Soup Sunday night on the Cardiff Electric YouTube channel, where he asked Derek, so what happened to you? Why are you in a wheelchair? And Derek tells a story, and he's in the middle of telling his story, and John interrupts him to tell him about what he did for his great friend.
I got a friend.
Yeah.
What happened to my friend?
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It really was amazing. It's like he just wanted to tell his story. He didn't give a shit what happened to him. It would lead to him being a hero, as he thinks.
Yeah, and of course, John's the friend with the one guy who dies pole vaulting ever in the history of pole vaulting.
What he didn't say was when he was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Do I really have to use a charity?
right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Does the IRS count as a charity?
Tony Bag of Donuts. He works Salvation Army for the employee discount. Oh yeah. Can you imagine? Tripping uphill, the stuttering experience.
How many years? How many years do you think he tried to write off the charity donation that I'm a Celebrity made on his behalf on his taxes?
I can't imagine that old accountant must have. How many times a week was he going, I'm sorry, what, John? What are you asking to do? What? When someone mentions Stuttering John as a drunk, etc., he says they're light beers. He actually thinks a light beer has less alcohol.
He weighed them.
It's not even about the light beer.
Well, it does, but
it's
I
the
gotta take a piss.
excuse. It's the excuse. John, yesterday, $224. Trolls, 220 of those dollars. After YouTube's cut, $157.
Didn't I tell you?
Now,
So about this, Shuli.
Yeah.
You remember Joey C telling us that when you click the link from an old show and go into the studio, you can see the super chats?
Right.
So Joey has sent me, I don't know if it's every link he ever got, but a lot of them.
Last 2 months.
The last 2 months. And a friend and I have compiled the data, and that's about what he averages after YouTube's cuts, like 150 a day, based on 2 months worth of data.
So now my question is, when does this show stop being lucrative, as he says, and he has to go away?
Glad I was right about something.
Yeah. $150 an episode.
And he's doing that 6 days a week now?
Yeah.
Eat your potato, Cardiff.
Yeah. He should start doing multiple days. Works for us. I mean, actually it doesn't. We're dying.
Yeah, it's almost over. But
John's a teacher. Any questions on why American teens are dumb? I think about that a lot. Not a good look. Meet and Beat in Bob's Suite, 5 to 6 p.m. Sunday in Atlantic City at Dabblestock. 20 VIP tickets will be won next week on Vincent. All right.
Hold on. They're really trying to do something in a suite from 5 to 6. The game starts at 6:18. You're going to want to get a seat in the sports book so you can watch the game. Does Vince know what football is? Do you know why people are going to Atlantic City that weekend?
They don't have any.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Good answer. Stuttering John made Gunny at the SA.
Running with the big dog.
Shuli's Anonymous, maybe?
Gift in one, the Shuli Network. Thank you, Lady Di.
What's happening, boys?
Erica Ann, here's $2 just for making me laugh, fellas. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Carl, come to AC. I have a room for Friday and Saturday, but you can share.
All right, thanks. Text me, Vince. We'll talk about it.
What the fuck are we doing? I don't know. We're doing Point Dabble Point. Waver's coming in as a member. Thank you, Waver.
behind my paywall.
What district allows that drunk to teach kids? Something
Well,
tells me
you've-
we'll find out soon enough.
You've seen schools these days, you know. what they
Yeah,
teach.
man.
Well, also, let's keep in mind when John talks about his heroics of teaching, how he changed these lives and called these parents and changed the trajectory of an 11-year-old kid who's now going to be a superhero and was going to be a loser. But that was when he was a substitute, but he had more of a permanent gig. He was taking over for a teacher who couldn't be there for the whole semester. If he's back to substitute teaching, he has to get the call every morning to see if they even need him for anything. And then he goes for a one-off and he plays videos for the class. And it's back to that famous photo of him behind the desk staring at his phone.
Well,
he's
hold
just waiting
on.
for the bell to ring.
Did
But
Carl
I
just call my students losers?
I thought he created his own curriculum and test, Carl. What are you
Right,
talking
yes, I know. He probably couldn't grade the real tests. He was too hard.
What weighs more, 5 pounds of shit? Or
Yeah, it was probably from a teacher that was, had something wrong with them that couldn't be around and get sick,
Yeah.
so they just took off. That's what happened.
Yeah, he's on the extra board at a restaurant. Like he's just whenever somebody wants a day off or is sick or somebody can't make it, take a sip of coffee. You're on, Johnny boy.
Oh, Stuttering Bamboon, he'll be there.
all right,
Yeah.
boys and Joey. See, I got to jump off. Potato soup.
Love it.
Everybody.
Galaga, or Sunday night. Shit.
Potato soup.
Potato soup, Cardiff Electric. Go give him some love. OG in this game, winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award from DabbleCon. Yeah.
Patreon.com/Cardiff Electric.
PWO.
PWO.
Fuck you, Joey.
I need that drop. You're my hero, Joey. So proud of you. Rick from New York.
Thank you, Rick. I told you.
Yeah.
If you want someone else on with you since Cardiff's gone, I could.
No, we're good. We're good. Keep going.
We're-
Next
everything.
video. Thank you.
Stuttering John's capacity to believe anything he wants is stunning. He has actively flirted with me via Super Chat a few times. It's disturbing on multiple fronts.
Oh my God.
Please keep going. I mean, come on.
Guys, what do you think the broccoli end game is?
Great question.
You come out and said he's not going to go to Atlantic City. It's not going to happen. But Broccoli supposedly is paying for John to fly out and also give him, I think, some walking around money too, right? Or something.
A hundy.
Well, here's where it's going to get
I guess that's so John can wipe his ass after he eats a buffet.
right. Here's where it gets interesting is now he's claiming, I don't know if you've noticed, but every broadcast he's releasing a little bit more about what he knows about Broccoli.
Oh,
The fact that they've had conversations on the phone.
Is Broccoli not actually a Chinese man with buck
No,
teeth?
I've talked to him on the phone. I've had conversations with him on the phone too.
With Broccoli?
Yeah.
But he
Now,
does a job. That
I'm sorry,
he's very
Shuli. I want to
proud
hear the
of.
rest of that. But
go ahead.
How does that come about that you start having phone conversations with super chatters?
Well, he mentioned to John he wanted to bring me to AC. He thought it would be a good thing to have me there. And then he went on my Patreon and sent me his private number.
Okay.
Told me to call him the next morning. I did, and we had a great conversation.
Interesting. Yeah, so
How
Broccoli
long-
and
how
Leo Gunn
long-
are both talking to everybody on the phone now.
He's a good
Yeah.
guy. He's a really
They're
good guy.
infiltrating.
How long of a talk did you have? with Broccoli?
5 minutes, 6 minutes, that was it, But then,
Did you
we
ask him how big his dick was?
No.
No, that was
Well,
John.
he really wanted to bring me there. He was trying to budget it in, but John wanted Hitman Dan there to be brought there. So, that overweighed. I guess he went more with what John wanted, So
Interesting. So now here's what I was saying. It gets interesting. So now you guys are actually less talented than John. Thank you, buddy.
Also, not
Appreciate
the
it.
real Chad.
Yeah,
I know. So if Broccoli is giving John real information, this is going to end very badly. I personally think if Broccoli sends him money at any point, and maybe Joey, you can just find out down the road if and when he sent him money, because I believe John's going to take the money and not come. I do not see John showing up in Atlantic City.
I think he'll burn him too. I think he'll burn
I
him.
don't believe it. He'll come up with some excuse, but I don't believe he will be there. Carl, what do you think?
Well, Broccoli's got some kind of angle going right here.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want to know. I want to know what he's up to. Is he really going to pay for John to come out? And if he is, if there's some prank he's going to pull. A lot of people, this is something I'm noticing about the Dabblers. We talked about this earlier in the show, and it's coming back around again. A lot of people fuck with John not realizing what the end game is. They start fucking with him and they go, oh shit, I'm having this conversation with John and now this thing's happening and that thing. Now what do I do? Guys, I'm not saying you should troll people in real life. I don't think you should. Just, observe and report, watch the shows, hang out on the chat boards, whatever you want to do. But if you are going to get involved in someone's life and then get on their Patreon and exchange phone numbers, having conversations, fly people out of places, have something fun that's going to happen. Have a payoff. That's all I ask of you.
Well, Bob, you remember how many times would we be on the road somewhere and we'd have High Pitch with us, and High Pitch would be talking to somebody, and High Pitch would go, let me get your number. And we'd be like, no, don't give him your number because you're going to get hit up for a cable bill to help pay in a week. And you're going to get calls at all hours of the day and night. And
I think
hold on.
Broccoli has. I just think he has money, okay? And to him, this would be funny for him to be in Atlantic City and just watch John be John. I think that's what
Broccoli has money? Then how come he's only giving us $2 then?
I was going to say, not for
I see what he's giving Kevin.
Yeah, nice try, you broke bitch. You ain't getting nobody there. Nice try.
Yeah, and John will hit him up and go, $100 to spend? Really?
But Broccoli, whatever this bit is, whatever you're trying to pull here, please, for the love of God, do not give him any real personal information.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, another thing. Could, we're looking so far past this that could he just be a fan of John?
He is. I believe he is.
This Bob guy, he's always on. It's awesome.
No, but I mean,
good stuff. Good stuff, Levy.
Mrs. C going to fight him now? As the kids say, on site. If she ever runs into him somewhere, it ain't gonna be good for him. Trust me. Waver, thank you for the super sticker, my friend. Don, notice Dave Daffler is in here. Is he making puddled chicken?
Maybe.
I don't know. We can ask him. Does anybody have a good tossed potato salad recipe? I'm looking at you, Bob.
Yeah, I'll do stuff like that too.
Hey, Anal, do you like Carl? Breaking news, Dave Daffler likes Oasis.
I know it.
Use Paya! I thought Point Dabble Point was Cardiff show, or did you copy that too, shitwayer? I did not.
No,
Actually,
he has
Carl's
Dabble Court.
idea.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have Dabble Court?
Dabble Court, yeah.
Court, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing something coming up soon called Dabble Trial. It's a little different. Check it out. Stuttering John got a SAG, bought 32
Got
pack.
SAG money.
SAG money.
Got
Bought
SAG.
32
Oh,
pack.
God. Hold on.
Didn't need Vince the lawyer. Oh.
Yes. Okay, here's another thing. His SAG, remember the SAG check came in? He didn't show it. I guarantee it was $1.99. Okay.
It was a notice he was behind on his dues, Bob.
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
well, whatever. You got to get him to show that, because he was bragging about that. And I guarantee it was either.
It's probably from Dude Where's My Car, and it was 2 cents.
Yeah, you're probably right. I get shit from Brickleberry and Chosen and stuff, and it's like more than 2 cents, but I mean it's nothing at the end of the day. They travel the desert with ghosts. It would be nice if someone would play Wonderwall at Kenneth Polk's service. You got it. Coming right
See
up.
what we can do with that.
Narcissists just want attention, and it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. Eventually, people write them off if they go negative too much. Brilliant point, Callie. Absolutely. It's impossible for me to keep up to date with all of your shows, but if I could, I would. Big fan of y'all. Thank you, Jat. John said to Lemmy, stomp your leg twice so we know you're breathing. And he was serious. Yes.
It was the worst intro ever, like jumping onto something. If we can play the beginning of that, him going around the room, that was fucking hilarious. It was so bad.
It was terrible. I think Brokerage papered John's show November 17th. Not the one Anthony parked in front of. No, that was not papered.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah, that's why he got such great parking. When is Mrs. C working the Jack Shack this weekend? Chris wants to know.
Very disrespectful.
This is not that kind of show, guys. All right, clean it up. Not time is okay. Nighttime is right. I got you. Gifted one, Dono. Thank you, pal.
I'm the GOAT.
Speaking of the GOAT, Joey, is Christina still hooking on the weekends? There you go. Quote of the week from Tukey. John's penis is a warded up mutant maker.
Yes.
That is
Yeah,
pretty
right.
fucking good.
This wrinkle.
That is pretty good.
Joey played it perfectly. There's no answer to that. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly. Gotta say, anytime I see Vince, he reminds me of Eric the actor. They look the same height. It's true.
Could it be the same guy? Is that possible?
Maybe John did a benefit for him. John did a benefit for him, and he's able to walk now.
Dang Lizard. Carl Fieri cooks great vegan beer can chicken. Look at that. You look good, Carl.
Fucking assholes.
Don. Oh, Bob is here?
Yeah,
Don't
you're
be a
damn
dick.
fucking right.
Why is Joey so far away? The question we've all asked ourselves.
No, Vince is very tall behind him.
Brian, cut the wrinkle from the Carl I love drop. So can we tell John that Kate thinks he looks attractive with a soul patch and see if he grows one before AC?
Ooh, good call.
Love that. If she were to say it to him, he'd do it. Is it normal for your balloon night to bleed? Oh, yeah. All right. John said, hey, Quaddy. That's what it was. That's a Quaddy. If Kate Meany's one eye a squirrel chaser, is Kate Meany's one eye a squirrel chaser? I don't know. Joey, were you guys ever really friends? It had to be a work. No way you could be friends with that douchebag. Oh, and Carl, sweet tips. What did you?
The last 13 weeks, it was all what Shuli said to do. I said that 3 times, maybe 10 times. So yes.
But before that, there wasn't like what made you realize I'm never going to be friends with this fucking guy? And then you reached out to me.
When I came on you guys about 13, 14 weeks ago and spoke about it. And then a couple of days later, you came up with this plan. That was when I was really done with him. I mean, at that point.
Joey, I think you should have been done with them when he invited himself over to your house for Thanksgiving. But before that, he invited you to come to his house to cook for him before realizing that he doesn't actually have anything in his kitchen.
Well, no, he told me to bring all the stuff.
Yeah, which is insane. There's 2 places I want to see more than any other place in the world, and that is John's apartment and John's house. I can't even imagine what these places look like.
Amazing. And I love that he goes, yeah, bring all the ingredients. And he doesn't mean just the meat and the spaghetti. He means pots, pans, water.
A
I got
spoon.
nothing there. Yeah.
Bring the water.
I know. And then eventually John goes, you know what? I'll just come to your house. You just cook me food.
Come rent a U-Haul, bring your kitchen, and let's make dinner.
There's a new Joey Cups is back. He made a new Joey Cups. I don't know if you saw it. When I was yelling at John, it's hysterical.
No, I did not see that. Microdosing while watching a floating potato and imagining Stuttering John as the Where the Wild Things Are character. Hey, enjoy your Friday.
Yes.
Enjoy your Friday, my friend. Good for you. So can we figure out if John will be in AC? Asking for a friend. Hey, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying walk the other way or something. Is the Great Kazoo from the Flintstones, Jetsons, John's friend? The Great Kazoo.
It could be. That could be the friend he's always talking about.
Oh, look at this. BZ Kraken. I'm Bob's biological son.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Nothing to brag about.
What's up, big fan?
Well, I'm going to give my pick now, you motherfucker.
DJ Q, thank you for the 20, buddy. Send John a $10.99 for comeback show payment. Stuttering Escalante. I like that.
Well, that's a good question. Did Kevin Brennan send out the W-9 form to John for the $3,000 he paid him this year? He must have.
He will, yeah.
He would have to, wouldn't he?
So will John actually supply his Social Security number to Kevin?
And when I say
basically, you have to. It's
well, legally he does, but he also has to pay his child support, and he didn't for over a year. So you don't know.
When I say he has to, I'm not talking legally. I'm talking as a Jew. It bugged. You have to, like, legally as a Jew, you have.
Yeah.
Great show, gents. Possibly cafeteria lady John. Oh, can you imagine if he worked this time? He's in the cafeteria.
Oh my God! If he starts eating like the leftover food on his stream.
Hey, you already got
Oh my God.
square pizza. Get the F out of here, Joey. Yelling at kids.
If he's just snacking on tater tots during his show, then we'll know.
That would be hilarious.
That is hilarious.
If we see in like a month he's put on 30 pounds, he's working at the cafeteria. Just
I don't
so
think
you
he
know.
can at this point and live. I really.
I
don't
think he's.
so.
I think he's only going to get bigger. I think
Yeah.
he's gained so much weight since he's come back, Carl. I don't know if you've noticed this, but
It's water weight.
No, he works out every day. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
12-ounce curls.
I don't know that he does.
Yeah,
Jordan, $10. Joey C, great work tricking that douche Stuttering John. You demand.
Thank you.
Fact, Robert Myers. All right, thank
Yeah.
you. Oh, we don't know that that's a fact. I think John would get the shakes before 3 p.m. You can't teach if you're chugging Jim Beam shooters on your lunch break. Don, how snowy is it in Ontario, bro? He's out. He's not feeling well.
Yeah.
EDP, next week's guest, Brock Lee, talked about his doxing. Yeah, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
what I'm
Discount
doing.
Don is like the boy in the plastic bubble when he goes out. He gets really sick every time.
As soon as he leaves, it's ill, deathly ill. John shakes down the sucker broccoli. No end game, by the way. You think that's what's happening?
I hope not.
I hope not
Broccoli's
either,
got
man.
something.
Stuttering John is working on his masterpiece called Leaving Atlantic City. Going to be shot Bozo style on his sideways cell phone by people he found on Craigslist.
Hey, Shuli.
Bozo style. Yeah.
Talking about Stuttering John putting on weight, somebody sent this in and asked me if you could address this.
Oh!
Well, thank God it's only one picture.
Hey,
Hey.
no raises this this It's not in the
Listen,
budget.
That's right. Say what? What was that? Oh, your bonus just said. See ya. All right, we're out of here. I don't care what you guys say. Those are some badass frosted tips. You know, people are coming around.
Yep, you're winning me
Yeah.
over. Agreed. I don't frost my tips, Joey. They're not frosted tips.
I know a guy, Carl, if you need better ones, but I like those. John asking Joey to fuck his wife is John's version of prima nocta. He believes he's entitled to behave that way with people lower than him. You're not wrong.
Yes.
You're not wrong at all.
Very
He
true
wouldn't
statement.
say that to KB.
No.
I said
No.
that. He wouldn't go on and say that to anybody like KB or
Yep.
anybody.
Well, maybe he hasn't
higher
seen Kevin's wife, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
look. if
Now, would he
got-
say he'd fuck Jim Norton's wife? That's the real question.
Didn't he say that?
I want to know if he would or not.
Vince, when you super chat him that tomorrow,
Yes,
let
ask
us
him
know
that.
what he says. I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, John asking Joey fucking prima nocta. Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
the fact that if he was getting booked on, let's say, Bobby Lee and Santino, like a bigger podcast, he wouldn't come in there ripping on those guys.
Nope.
He wouldn't come in there talking shit. Look at your dumb orange hair, He'd sit there
Please
like a
play
good
that clip.
boy. He's sitting there like a good boy, sucking everybody's dick and playing nice. That's the guy who he is. What if Brock Lee canceled his return?
That would be funny.
Oh,
He'd be stuck.
hey, thank
I need a loan.
hey Bob, you ever had a Cleveland steamer? That's great, Benny Loco. I don't think it's a real one, but I don't know.
Not sure.
For the record, I have not given John any money.
Yeah.
I'm not trolling John in any way. The plan is to give him cash in AC.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yes, we
You know-
know that, Broccoli. We know
Right.
you're not trolling
And
him.
Right.
There's John's end game. There's his end game.
Right. No, I get it, Broccoli. You're just one of the good guys out
Yep.
there in the Dabbleverse.
You're
You're the
Got
one you
it.
can trust. Yep, I agree.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
bad man, Mr. Murphy.
Yeah. Is Carl going to AC Rowan Singh to see if Detroit gets in?
I'm not following that.
Yeah, I don't get it either, Richard. Sorry, pal.
But I am rooting for the Lions to make it all the way to the Super Bowl.
What happened with Pogue? I'm behind this week. Tune into the memorial. It's
Uncle Jack
happening.
show.
I'd love to see how mad Stuttering John gets watching this show. Well, tune in. There's the next episode. He's watching every second of it.
Everybody gets mad watching us.
Everything, everyone.
All of them.
John's life is like falling down the up escalator.
The perfect analogy, yes.
That's brilliant. Melissa, thank you very much for gifting one. Thank you.
Gifted
Appreciate
membership machine.
Shayna, can we get our little cherub Paulino on more? If he would say yes, I invite him. I love Vinny. Does Joey C know Stuttering John said he was bi? That Stuttering John said Joey was bi. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm sure he'll say he says a ton of shit. You know, he doesn't. Are you bi, Joey?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not at all.
Yeah, but you think a bi guy defends his wife like this guy did this week? No way.
No,
And
no
John's
dick,
not
no
bi.
dick for this guy. Sorry, no dick for this
All
guy.
right.
Joey
that's
C's
it.
not by. We tried to get Casey on the show today, but he said no.
Yeah, that's true.
John's not buy because he won't buy anything. He won't pay for fucking
John
one day.
sell.
Yeah, incel.
Oh,
Get it?
what about
There
the
you go.
watch? Remember the watch? Whatever happened with that? He's trying to sell.
We
right.
yeah,
Collector's
yeah,
item.
The collector's item, local pawn shops we're talking about. When did Quadfather show up? They're talking about Joey. Donna
Joe.
gifted one. Thank you,
Shaking
Donna.
off.
Shuli Network.
Between the Kate slut shaming, the Stevie Lou betrayal, and Joey C's reveal, the butthurt emanating from Stuttering John this past week is unfathomable.
Barnes and Noobs, I can't believe that every week there's new things to talk about. You'd think 1 week would go by where John just does regular shows and nothing happens, but there's just multiple things to talk about every Friday on Point Dabble Point. It's amazing.
Carl, remember one of the last times I was on him, I was telling him, just talk about this person today. Don't go into He says, oh, that's what you want me to do? Give me. Then about 4 minutes later, Joey, could you leave for about 30 minutes?
You know,
Right.
you even bringing it up, he took it as such an insult. You suggest because in his mind he's going, who the fuck is this guy to give me any advice? Forget about the advice and what it is, whether it makes sense, can help you. He can't even break that down. He's so insulted. Yeah.
Something I've noticed about John, because John claims he has the best show in the Dabbleverse. He's the best at all of this. And even if you go and check out Howard Stern's show, and that's where John should have learned how to be a broadcaster, being on the show for so long. The way that he structures his show is you have all of these segments, and you could go on the Sirius app and you can see they break it out into different chunks. He's talking about this thing. He saw a movie over the weekend, whatever it is. John on his show is so schizophrenic. He's so all over the place that he's pissed at the shitware, and then he's calling me out, and then Joey C. It's like, why wouldn't he break this up into blocks and make it an actual show? If you're going to do that, it would make a lot more sense.
Then you can have all the reasons why you're mad.
Yeah,
and,
like
and
actually
what he said.
Structure a show so that people can follow along. They're looking forward to what's coming up later. Later on, I'm going to talk about Joey C. and that bisexual guy. Tease it a little bit, have some fun with it. I got a prediction for the Bills game coming up. A tease. People like that.
Joey C, cock or pussy? I don't know. Coming
Right.
up in the
Start the show with that. In fact, tomorrow on WATP. All right.
Joey C Joey can't finish a sentence. Listen, nobody said he's a professional broadcaster, number one. Number two, the advice was not only about formatting a show, but it was also like, you don't have to come on here and scream spit every day about the same people, because all you're doing is giving them content. He actually was giving him sound advice, but that man can never stop doing what he's doing and how he's doing it.
And
that
I was
is a
really
fact.
giving him honest advice. That was just my take, from what I've learned, from everything else I've learned since I've been doing this. I mean, it was sound advice, and he couldn't even listen to that. So
yeah, well, listen, what are you gonna do? Can Bob move a little for proof of life, please? To be
please,
the man.
I don't need to move for anybody.
Joey looks quadra something.
He definitely does.
Something. Warms my heart thinking about John touching all those kids. Sniffle. Oh my God. Oh, you just opened a whole fucking nightmare visual of him in the class. Just fucking turn to page 9. He's just in his nose.
Carl, have all the 4 games ready for the end, because I'm going to pick all of them, so
good.
people be
all right,
ready.
we're almost caught up. We're almost done. John, does your mutant finger still fit? All right, moving on. They travel. That Carl is slowly becoming a K-pop star more and more. I love that. Dang. You didn't like Carl Fieri? Stuttering John drinks about 14 beers a day. That means 5,110 cans of beer hit the floor each year. Oh,
how many
wow.
calories is that? How many calories would that be? Like 1,400? Is it 100?
It's like water, Bob. It's water.
Enough to make the tip of your finger turn left. That's how many calories.
Yeah, I'm
John,
pointing at me.
Yeah, John is working on his magnum opus, but only because he thinks it's a giant bottle of wine. Carl's Frosted Tips currently, E-Rock's Frosted Tips circa 2013. Frog, feature this one, please. All right, we'll have to go to the archives. You versus E-Rock in the Frosted Tip-Off. In honor of Cardiff, slits in the beat. Whoa. Violence against women. Joey, he always talked down to you. Yes, always.
Really? We know this.
Yeah. But he always treated you like a whack packer.
Always.
And yeah, always. Only California would hire a delusional, drunk, perverted narcissist to teach their children. Think about that. Chuck Beck. Thank you, Chucky. Joe Dicker gifting 5. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Unprecipited. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Of course, he'd sleep with Norton's wife. There's only anal. Yeah, man. Good point. Stuttering John wouldn't do a meeting with a vegetable, but he'll take money from one funny broccoli. Yeah. Oh, it depends what's in it for him. Stuttering John interest in schlongs and anal reminds me so much of Kumia's impressions. I'm just a man looking for the love of another man. Andrew Dice Gay. Yeah, I was going to start doing it, and I'm like, I can't do that justice. That's one of the funniest bits ever. Nasty Al, how would John react if everyone in his chat changed their profile pic to a hot chick? His head would explode, right? I love that idea. I think everybody should do that anyway.
Idea. Yes.
Oh my God! Look how many ladies listen to me. It's gonna be fantastic. Next Friday is my birthday. I'd like to see Kumia and Missy on Point Dabble Point. Make it happen, Carl. You're up, sir.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
We reached out to Missy. She couldn't make it this week, but yeah, she's phenomenal on here.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you know about Ant. He's the GOAT. Nothing more to say. Broccoli. People know this AC trip has been in the works for months. Stuttering John coming to AC just came out about a few weeks ago. Trust me, no troll at all. I am just a fan that wants to see Stuttering John get in front of the fans.
You know what,
Broccoli? I don't believe you unless you give us at least $50 more. Then I might start to believe you.
And you have to be on Point Dabble Point somehow, some way. Like part of
it would
get
be
you
nice
a filter.
to get Broccoli on. Yeah.
Come up on Broccoli. He can come in as Broccoli. That would be so fucking funny.
Yeah, talking Broccoli. We can get you a Broccoli filter. It's fine.
I have it. There
is a broccoli. Yeah, there is a broccoli filter.
Yeah, I got that.
You need a broccoli
He changed
filter?
his name to Broccoli after I did the broccoli thing. I think
Yeah,
that's what he
I'll have your broccoli by 3 o'clock with nail polish. All right? All right.
Broccoli is Vince.
Yeah, is it true
Oh my
that Broccoli
God.
is Vince?
Holy shit, that would be amazing.
I wouldn't be shocked.
We are all Vince, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, listen, what can we promote? Of course, Catalano TV. It goes without
Catalano
saying.
TV 2.
Catalano TV 2, of course. Better. This is double the Catalano TV. That's why it's Catalano TV 2. Carl, what would you like to promote?
This weekend on Who Are These Podcasts, I have the great Jim Florentine in studio with Vinny Paulino, and we are going to be talking about Leslie Jones was recently on Tiger Belly. And it's fun because Florentine has a rule, and I respect this rule. He doesn't want to talk about comedians or podcasts that have comedians on them, and I get that. He's a comic. He hangs out with all these people. So I sent him a note, and I said, Leslie Jones was on Tiger Belly. Does that count as a comedian? And he goes, she stinks. Let's do it.
Good for
So
him.
I'm very excited about that show that we'll be recording tomorrow. If you're on our Patreon, if you're a member on YouTube, you can watch it live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, we'll have the audio out Sunday morning for everyone for free on whoarethese.com or anywhere you get podcasts.
And I take it he politely declined to comment about a certain person that we know.
Okay, listen, Jim is actually one of the good ones. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I've never met anyone who's had a bad word to say about Jim who knew him. And so I would never put him on the spot. I mean, similar to you, Shuli, with the first time you came on WTP, I said, hey, can we talk about John? He said, I'd rather not. Fine, no problem. So we will not be talking about John on the show tomorrow. We got a nice private chat in during lunch today, but on the show tomorrow, we will not be talking about it.
I got to plug my other thing, Teaching Joey C with Hackright Studios every other week.
All right, you had your chance. Let's talk about WATPLive.com, baby.
Yes.
WATP Live, March 22nd in Largo, Florida. That's in the Tampa, Clearwater area. And Joey C will be there, and Cardiff and Tukey, the ROTC guys, all the WATP.
You sending me a limo?
No, definitely not.
I might need a vacation. I don't know.
Yes. Who doesn't need a nice Florida vacation at the end of March?
Great time of year.
And if you're not there, go to Levyverse on YouTube, join up. And also Perry Calvel Live. And come see our shows. We're going to be at the Eminence Theater in Eminence, PA, eminencetheater.com on February 24th and March 29th. Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Go to unclevinny'scomedyclub.com.
Carl, did you finish your plug, by the way?
I
don't
did.
know.
I did.
Oh,
That
okay.
was Bob did that perfectly.
It was perfect timing. We can't have any fucking fat.
We should start a show together, Bob and me. That's how smooth that was.
Me and you. Come on, we'll do it on the Levyverse. I couldn't get caught up in
Let's go.
Bob,
yeah, right. I'll take OJ's spot on that.
Bob hasn't met with you yet. He's met with everybody else in the goddamn Dabbleverse, but not
all I
with
can
Carl
say
yet.
is me and Hoogly are having a good conversation
There we
now.
go.
That's all I can say. That's it. Nothing more.
Steve Hanning, there's nothing like a school Mexican pizza. Bob's right. You have to watch Stuttering John coming on BYB. Yes,
yeah, can we play that real quick? I mean, that's just
No, we got to get out of here. Everybody wants to get out of here.
It's snowing. I didn't make my picks yet.
Well, you better hurry up.
We
got two more super chats. Carl, we had the best time at your party. The wife and I thank you very much.
Love the Ween reference, sir. Thank you.
Carl, your tips are fantastic. Look at it.
They're not frosted, Don. I will fight you, Don. Do you want to fight?
All right, Bob.
And speaking of tips,
ahead.
let me give you some tips for football.
Let's go.
Along with Carl's here. First game, give it to me right now. I got to think.
We got the Texans at Baltimore. Baltimore's giving them 9.5.
Texans are going to shock the world.
I think they're going to cover the spread, too. Everyone's so high on Baltimore, and Baltimore's very good, but the Texans are playing very good football
It's
right now.
one game, and you get knocked out. You fuck up one time.
C.J. Stroud is playing lights out, and Nico Collins looks great. So I think I like the Texans to cover. The Baltimore's going to win the game, but I like the Texans to cover.
Second game.
All right, we got the 49ers and the Packers. They're in San Francisco, and of course, it's 9.5-point spread.
35-14 San Francisco.
Yeah, I like the Niners with the points there. We were talking before the show. Packers have nothing to lose. They're playing very good football since Thanksgiving Day when they beat the Lions. That's a very good team, but San Francisco's just a much better team. They're going to dominate.
And the Packers will go back to the old Packers before everything.
Very possible. Okay, that'll be 3 o'clock on Sunday. The Bucks are coming to Detroit. Detroit's laying 6 points for the Bucks. The Bucks, of course, have won a couple of close games down the stretch to make it into the playoffs. What do you think?
Definitely the Bucks. The defense, the sending 5 people. A lot of teams don't do it anymore. Like San Francisco doesn't even do that on third down. I'm going for a tough running game that they're gonna win or cover.
The Bucks are going to win outright?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
might have to bet you directly on this one. The Lions all day, baby. Detroit is destined to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Nope.
What color are we dyeing? What color is the loser dyeing their hair? That's the question of this.
Yeah, what tips? Who's getting tips?
Yeah.
I'll put dark tips in.
You'll put dark ones?
Okay, how about that? I'll put dark tips in on the Kansas City one, and you put gray ones in.
Light tips. Yeah, like
okay.
blonde.
You want to take it right now?
So wait, which game are we betting?
The big one. The
okay,
one that's
so the
gonna
big
make
one, of
you.
course.
The Bucks and the Lions.
No. The big one is the closest
okay.
spread of the weekend. We got the Chiefs coming to Buffalo for once. Finally, the Bills get to play the Chiefs in Buffalo. The Bills are favored by 2.5. I love my Buffalo Bills in this game. That they already beat the Chiefs in Kansas City earlier this year. Kansas City's offense is not even close to what it used to be. These are the 3-and-out kids at this point.
Bye, Bills.
and Travis Kelce is distracting because his girlfriend won't give it up. He's not getting any pussy. His fingers are bone dry. So I like the Bills. What do you think, Bob?
I think that you're not going to be happy with the refs. I'm going with KC. There's no way that they don't want them in the fucking Super Bowl. There's no way that they don't want them in the Super Bowl, and they will do anything they can to get them in the Super Bowl. And
You're right.
You will see.
The Bills have to beat the Chiefs. They have to beat the officials. They have to beat Team Tay-Tay. This is not going to be an easy game for them. I agree with you on that.
KC and Tampa in the Super Bowl.
Who in the Super Bowl?
KC and Tampa.
KC and Tampa?
Yeah.
No.
The Bucks and the Chiefs
No,
are going to the Super Bowl?
No, that's wildly incorrect, sir.
And I'm going to even fuck you up even more now. Now, you know what I picked earlier, but this is the Super Bowl. See, I don't have to be right all the time, but I have to be right on the big one.
Okay.
San Francisco against Baltimore.
And if I'm right, Carl, what do I get?
Well, hold on. You picked the Texans to beat them.
It's okay, but I can. If I'm 3-1, who gives a fuck? We're going into later on.
Well, hold on, Bob. You just picked the 2-1 seeds. Anyone could do that.
I did this. I did.
It's like
I
you're
did
filling
this
out
8
your
weeks
brackets.
ago. 8 weeks ago, and you all know it. You all know it. I've been saying this for fucking forever.
Are you sitting down? The two teams playing the best are going to be in the championship
Two teams
game.
are favored.
You
this
heard
was
it here
called
first.
many weeks ago, many moons
No,
ago.
you're probably you're probably right. Those are the two best teams from each of their conferences. But what is the bet then, Bob? Are we playing the point spread here, and you're taking the Chiefs? I'm taking the Bills, we're dyeing our hair.
Well, what's the spread anyway? It's not much,
What
right?
is 2.5? So it's basically whoever's going to win the game.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that
just
because
win
I'll win by
outright.
1.
Okay.
I'll win by 1 and take it, and then you have to get blonde things, and I have to get dark.
I love it.
Uppers. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. It's on.
All right.
You heard it here.
You heard it here
And
first.
Joey,
Yeah.
you can't suck a dick for 2 months.
Yes,
all right.
That's the
bet.
That's good. I like that.
You got to quit being bi for 2 months. All right?
Tampa Bay and Kansas City.
Bob, the Eagles suck. Giants killed them.
I look. Who gives a fuck? I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm happy when they're in because I live here in the area. But no, I mean, I don't go by that.
The Eagles fell apart. Wow, I've never seen a team start 10-1 and play so poorly down the stretch.
Go with Buffalo. You'll see.
How about
Joey? What did I do to you? I thought we were friends over here. What the fuck?
You want to send me a limo? I mean, come on.
But how about Cowboys not firing their coach? That was pretty fucking wild.
It's early.
Yeah.
It's early. But the
I
whole
agree.
thing is,
I
like,
think
the
they're gonna
Eagles
fire
can
him.
be
Yeah.
ripped apart next year. We're retiring people and that shit. It could be garbage from now on.
Carl wins. No tips can compete, Don says.
Well, we'll see.
Carl's new name is Skip Gay Tips, NFL Blows.
I like it. That's fun.
Don, white tips. Am I right, Carl? Huh?
White waffle.
What's the over-under on Bob's hairline reaching the back of his neck?
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're out of your fucking mind. This is a normal hairline for a man, even in his 40s. But me, I'm 61 and I still look darling. Right, Joey?
Whatever.
You look fine, Bob.
That's
Thank
right,
you, baby.
Bob. You look great, Bob. Packers will win it all. Let's wrap. Let's go.
Shut
I'm
the-
with
Point Dabble